Very nice to be here with you today to share a little bit more about Cosmic Exodus, an immersive strategy gamify experience. Our goal is to create, publish, and distribute Web3 games that are free to play and non-pay to win, including sharing assets between these different games. On this specific hackathon, the Saga Multiverse hackathon, we actually were able to display that exactly by deploying our own chainlet using the Saga SLI and showcasing, for example, the collaborations possible between different games and the different toolings. Two of the brands we displayed was our partners Pacanago with our version of the Cosmic Curl. Let's call it it was like a skin, let's put it like that, of our Cosmic Curl, and also the AI Land avatar, which was also a playable character. And yeah, very pleased to be able to showcase that for all the Psychonauts out there, and hopefully people will get excited that new projects, new adventures, new games are about to join the community.
What was your experience standing up and launching your own L1 chain using Saga Cassiopeia?
I'll be totally fair. When I actually got in touch with you guys 6 months ago, it was something that I was already, trying to educate ourselves to learn how to achieve, our own blockchain, our own block space. And I was a bit afraid, let's call it like that, maybe because due to my ignorance, that it would be too complicated to achieve something like that. That's why I was kind of avoiding the topic all along. But once we actually discovered Saga, once we understood uh, the functionalities, the potential of the tools, it was actually pretty satisfying to see. Something that I thought was so scary was actually very manageable, very easy to implement. Took us not that much time, was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if so. And works, everything is working. So it's absolutely fantastic, to have such a tool in our arsenal at our disposal.
How much time do you think it saves in going to market to use Saga versus other methods of getting your own L1 blockchain?
To be totally fair, I don't have that much experience regarding other implementations on other chains, but uh, you know, 10, 15 minutes for someone that never did anything like that to achieve such result in such a short amount of time, it's pretty good.
Why would a game developer want your own blockchain?
So that's a very good question, Rex, you have there. One of the reasons we've decided, to bring a more scalable ecosystem. You know, obviously in Gamify, uh, if the games choose to be having a lot of on-chain transactions, it tends to clog up, right? If there's too much usage on the network, the block space will be, more expensive than usual, more slow than usual. Having an opportunity to have our own dedicated block space, our own blockchain, this allows us to scale to 1,000 players, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. It will be much easier and safer for us to do so using such a tool like Saga to deploy on chain.
What was your experience with the Saga Cassiopeia documentation?
It was very straightforward. Um, Even that don't have that much coding experience anymore. I don't code myself, but I do read documentation. It was easy even for someone like me to understand the process, the steps, what was the requirements, and how to pursue the next stage of implementation.
Have you looked into Rollups as a service, and how do you compare Saga to Rollups as a service? You may or may not have looked into them. So,
I haven't dabbled much into the rollups in ZK tech to be totally transparent, but I do understand it's something we need to improve in the current networks, in the way we transfer data between smart contracts, for example, other calls, oracles, etc. It will be beneficial to have that speed and that scalability once again.
How have you found working with the Saga team?
It's been not that long that we've met each other, but it's been very nice to be able to meet, for example, other founders from the Saga Innovator program. We've made many friends over there, so that's really fantastic. And obviously, the support the Saga team has been giving us all along, answering questions, providing contacts, helping us achieving our goals, and that's really sometimes what's most precious, to just have that guidance, that validation from someone with more experience in the ecosystem.
What is your message to other developers and game developers now that you've tried Saga Cassiopeia?
For the inspiring builders out there with the genuine passion for creating amazing applications, games that are fun for users, that allow them, to carry on their vision and their values, to really pay attention and double, through the documentation about the services Saga has been providing, to see for themselves, to really to really try them for their own, and perhaps they will reach the same conclusions we arrived. We're in a good place.